Thank you for joining us once again for today's qualifying session. Sit back, relax, and enjoy what we hope will be a fantastic contest for pole position. When it comes to getting lap time out of this circuit, it's traditionally been about maximising top speed. Do you simply remove as much downforce as possible, hang on in the corners and max out down the straights?
The teams will have arrived with all manner of parts designed to capitalise on the long straights. The cars will be that much harder to drive in the corners, but everyone will be in the same boat.
Fantastic. You've got pole.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Mr. Monaco, Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
All right, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg, and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship, except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. Can we begin by having a chat about Charles Leclerc? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Mr. Monaco lines up on pole position with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Max Verstappen and Magnussen, Perez, Norris, Grosjean and Pierre Gasly, Hülkenberg, Albon, Daniel Ricciardo and Kvyat, Stroll, Raikkonen, Carlos Sainz and George Russell. Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
You're capable of pushing for the win today. Good luck. Well done, mate. Nice start. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, we have an issue with the control electronics box. That's going to do additional damage to all other power unit components. This is your final lap of the race. Great drive. We did it. Good job.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on the track was today: speed. I know it sounds like an obvious thing to say, Crofty, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. This result narrows the gap between our championship leader and the rest of the standings. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
For me, it's Kimi Räikkönen, someone who definitely doesn't get enough attention for how well he performs out on the track.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. Our championship leaders retain their position, but their lead is shrinking. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. How are you feeling after that win? Things are looking up after last week, aren't they? That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will play out? Great. Well, that's everything.